David Zaslov, the new CEO at Warner Bros. Discovery, is making some waves. And this week, his sights are on Aquaman. Now remember, David's vision is essentially big Hollywood blockbusters with a great big cultural push so that he can make the money in the cinemas, as opposed to the previous CEO's vision of pushing everything out on streaming services first. So David is really keen that we have these big blockbuster movies. And I have to say, as a film buff and a student of movie history, I love this vision. Now, whilst I appreciate there are a lot of people that aren't happy with what's going on, I can see the bigger picture here from David Zaslov's perspective. But anyway, back to Aquaman. So this week it's been reported that HBO Max is removing 36 titles, including Aquaman, King of Atlantis, and about 200 episodes of Sesame Street. Now, there has been some backlash, certainly from people who are into the comic book side of the stories. But what is interesting here is that this is a James Wan series, and James Wan was really thought as being untouchable. So Mr. Untouchable, James Wan, is also the director of Aquaman. And James has often been quoted as a key person wanting Amber to stay on in Aquaman. So cue the story today. Aquaman 2 has been delayed by 9 months and will now be released on Christmas Day 2023 because, and quote, it needs more time in post-production. Wonder what they might be doing. We obviously don't have confirmation, but I am hopeful that David Zaslov knows what he's doing with his big $200 million movie. Fingers crossed. And according to some other sources, when David Zaslov saw Aquaman, he was not a happy bunny. I live in hope that we might finally get to see Aquaman with a brand new mirror. I'll keep you posted, folks. Now, NBC has been the source of a lot of hate-filled content towards Johnny Depp over the years. And they're also the source of that awful mockumentary that came out post-trial. I remember my favourite clickbait copywriter, Kat Tenbarge, who is also the tech and culture reporter at NBC, who used Camilla, a no-name, no-profile troll account that supported Amber Heard, as her source of fact. Well, it looks like NBC are doubling down on their hate. And what I mean by this is they are recruiting because Kat Tenbarge's editor, this lady right here, has put out an advert for yet another Kat Tenbarge clone. And in this ad, she's looking for people that can do similar content to this. Johnny Depp's online fandom is toxic toward domestic abuse survivors. Does this sound like unbiased reporting to you? They are literally encouraging new reporters to come in to report this kind of awful hate-filled content. I personally find this absolutely abhorrent. They are not people that speak for women. They are not people that believe in freedom of speech. They are people who are literally profiting off hate. And they're doing this all under the banner of a media company. I am so saddened to see this happen to an industry I once loved. But again, I'm going to make one more plea here. Please don't click on any more NBC content. I'm not about cancel culture, and I believe we all have a right to effectively say what we want. But I am against giving money to an organisation that is pushing hate towards me and the people who support the same ideals as me. So please, stop giving NBC your money. So the rabbit hole goes deep. I've just been looking at NBC, and I appreciate they are on my radar today. But as I've sat and looked through this, I have some questions. Now let me just set the scene. Remember, we had Terence Doherty from the ACLU testify in the court in Virginia. He is the COO and General Counsel of the ACLU. He said that they had received $500,000 from a Vanguard fund that was connected to Elon Musk. Okay, let's go back to NBC, company owned by Comcast. And who are the largest shareholders of Comcast? Vanguard Group. The same Vanguard group that Elon has used in the past to ferry money around. But this isn't the first time that Vanguard Group have showed up. Remember this? This is Travelers Insurance Company, who are paying Amber Heard's bills. And their largest shareholder is also Vanguard Group. Now again, I'm not saying that Elon Musk has a hand in what goes on at the ACLU, what goes on at Travelers Insurance Company, or what goes on at Comcast and NBC. And I know that Vanguard have a ridiculous amount of investments in some pretty big organisations. But at some point, we are starting to ask questions, right? I mean, is it beyond the realms of possibility that this could all be connected to Elon? But of course, this is all just speculation right now. So let me know what you think. This just in, Jason Momoa at the premiere of Aquaman 2. The internet strikes again.